Hello, good day, good day. Welcome to Salmida TV. Today we have a very exciting game in Arsenal versus Liverpool. So it should be an interesting 2 hours from now. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the like button once you enter the chat. So we're gonna do a live build up. Now the lineups are out and the game will begin in 25 minutes. So let's get started.
Somebody in the back with the silver.
Hello once more. So the lineups are out and not much surprises in the lineup so far. Yes, so we have one interesting change in Arsenal team. So we go to Arsenal first. In goal, we have Ramsdale, Ben White at right back, Gabriel and Saliba centre backs, and Tamiyasu, who usually play right back, he gets a start in a game of this magnitude at left back. So no Zinchenko, he is probably injured, and Tierney is left on the bench, and Tamisayu starts at left back. So that's an interesting choice from Arteta. In midfield, we have Thomas Partey. He stays fit, and that's a plus for Arsenal. Odegaard, the captain, and Granit Xhaka, he's having a very, very good season so far. He also starting at midfield trio. Up front, we have the likes of Saka, Jesus, and Martinelli, the usual suspects of Arsenal front line. So the only change here is basically the Tamayasu at left back for Arsenal. Now Liverpool, which trying to gain some confidence this season, they started Alisson in the goal, Van Dijk, Matip at the back with Tsimikas and Arnold covering the wing backs position. In midfield, you have Thiago, Henderson, holding the belly there. Behind the forward, you will find Salah, Jota playing the number 10 role, and Luis Diaz and Nunes starts up front over the likes of Firmino. We know Jota, he has a very good record against Arsenal. Firmino as well, so I'm not sure why he would have gone with Nunes over Firmino in this game. On the bench, we have Tierney for Arsenal, Rob Holding, Cedric, Vieira, Lakonga, Nketiah, Reece Nelson, and Marquinhos. For Liverpool, we have Joe Gomez, Konate, Phillips, Fabinho, James Milner, Harvey Elliott, Fabio Carvalho, and Roberto Firmino. The bench, I could say the bench, they are fairly equal. They are fairly equal. So if it should come to second half changes, it all depends on how the managers make the right decision in that case. But for Arsenal, a typical 4-3-3. Liverpool, they tried a different system in midweek Champions League when they played 4-4-2. Here it looks like it's similar to 4-2-3-1 as well. It looks the same today with 4 defenders, 2 holding midfielders, 3 attacking midfielders, or I could say 2 wide midfielders or 2 wingers with a number 10 right behind the forward. It could be 4-4-2 with 1 forward playing off the other. Pastor James said, "What color should I rate to this funeral?" I mean, if it's not a draw, there will definitely be a funeral. So I'm not sure what color you should wear. Both teams usually wear red. So interesting choice. Arsenal, we lose today. Have a great day, social media. That's Wagwan. I mean, I think this is a Chelsea fan. Yeah. I'm not. Hopefully, we don't lose. The thing is, before last week, I was aiming to get at least 4 points from Tottenham and Liverpool match together. We have already gotten three. So am I am I okay with a draw today? If it happens, maybe, but I definitely think we can go on to win the game. So let's see if we can do just that. In the meantime, I will go ahead and give my prediction for the game. Before the lineup, I had it at a 3-2 Arsenal win. And I don't change. I think this formation from Klopp and this lineup, it seems a bit attacking. I don't think he have enough fight in that midfield to cope with Arsenal attackers. And as well, Arsenal, they tend to concede. So I think both teams will definitely score. Both teams will definitely score, but it's who made the less mistakes and who capitalize on their chances more. When it regarding who is more lethal, I think based on history, you say Liverpool is more lethal, but they're not playing that well right now. So it's a more who have done it before versus who's doing it now situations. It's a very interesting game. Liverpool can come and surprise us while we are the one on farm. So it will be an interesting game. And that said, you should be okay with a loss. No, that the loss will be, you don't want to give me 3 points from the two games. So I definitely won't be okay with that. Yeah, definitely not. I'm not looking towards a loss. Arsenal don't look so invincible again. I mean, we lost one game, so the invincible, term, cannot be used anymore. But we're still playing brilliant football, and we're still, up there in the table. If we win today again, we're back at the top as City played yesterday. But an interesting thing though, these two teams, one have gotten more, you know, positive results in the past couple of years than the other. Arsenal haven't scored on Liverpool for the past 6 games straight, and that's really bad. That's really, really bad. In the last 6 meetings, Liverpool 2-0, Liverpool 4-0, Liverpool 3-0. That's 1, 2, 3. Last 3 meetings, yeah. We haven't scored on them. In the Premier League, that is. Generally, I think it's around 6 games. So in the Premier League, we haven't scored on them the last 3 meetings. And we have lost the last 1, 2, 3, 4 meetings. Only scoring 1 goal. So, I mean, they always get the better of us. Sorry. Arsenal fans come out this season. We're always out, we're always out and about. We're always out and about in a negative light, and that's the difference, This season it's a bit more positive than what the norm is used to. Most people used to the banter, Arsenal getting 4 or 5, Arsenal leading and losing that lead out of nothing. So it's just a different case this season where we're getting better results, but we're always in the spotlight, whether negatively or positively. Current form, Arsenal just one lost in their past 5 meetings. They haven't lost or dropped any more points throughout the whole season so far. So that's the only match this season in all competition they have failed to win. On the other side, Liverpool, they have drew the last 2 games in the Premier League, and they're unbeaten for the last 4 games. So they're kind of, getting a little rhythm. Their last beating was Manchester United. So both teams lost to Manchester United in the Premier League so far, and that's both of them lost. So I mean, both teams playing good. Liverpool, they're catching up. They want to cut the lead from the top of the table. I think they're 11 points behind Arsenal right now, but a win will bring them within 8 points. An Arsenal win will push them 14 points ahead. So both teams definitely wouldn't want to lose this game. Arsenal, they want to go back to the top of the table. And they are confident. I think they're really confident this season, Arsenal, opposed to other seasons, even this fixture. And they would be aware of the negative statistics against them versus Jurgen Klopp's players. And they would want to change that. I think they definitely want to change that. They had a very good game last week versus Tottenham Hotspur, and I definitely think they want to continue that form, and they will be confident they can proceed and get the 3 points today. The thing is, both teams they tend to concede a lot. Not much clean sheets, especially this season from Liverpool, and that's quite surprising with the likes of a Van Dijk and a Alisson in your back line. Arsenal, they concede as well, but they are scoring goals this season, so that's the difference. Even though they're conceding, they're outscoring their teams, and that's the difference between two teams right now. One in second and one 10th. Arsenal winning 7. Liverpool only 2 wins from their first 6-7 games. They have drawn 4. Both teams losing only one match so far, which is the Manchester United, as I highlighted earlier. So, players to watch for this game, in my view, personal view, even without looking at these stats here, I think the players to watch in this game for Arsenal, I think the player to watch will be Martinelli. I think Martinelli versus Alexander Arnold will be very interesting. Arnold, he has gotten a lot of criticism this season about his defending aspect of the game, and I think he will be under pressure. Martinelli have been brilliant. He was great last week versus Tottenham. He pulled Emerson to a red card because of his consistency taking on players and getting the better of them. So I think he's the player to watch for Arsenal. I think Gabriel Jesus will be under a lot of supervision. Even though he floats a lot, he doesn't really play stagnant. I think he will be watched. He will be tracked a lot. There's no Fabinho in the midfield. Will Henderson take up that job and do it effectively? I'm not 100% sure he will or he can, but they will definitely, pressure Jesus with numbers. If not using a man marker, they will double up and triple up on him whenever he gets the position. So I think the player to watch will definitely be Martinelli. For Liverpool, based on this lineup, I would say the player to watch is Jota. Yeah, playing in the number 10 role right behind the forward there. I think any chances will spill right to him, and he has a very great record against Arsenal, as I said. Before, I would probably say Diaz, because he's a shining star at Liverpool right now. I mean, he's the only person that looks like he's ready to play and to be effective. Most of the others, the likes of Salah, he's not really up to par right now. But as I've said, these are players that are very great in quality. So they can just turn up today and play a very good game against Arsenal, despite their form. But I think the player to watch would be Jota. I wanted to say Diaz, but when I saw the lineup, I would go with Jota. So it's Jota, in my view, and Martinelli. So the top goal scorers for both teams, Jesus 5 goals, and Firmino 5 goals. Firmino is on the bench though. The player with the most assists, Saka, he's playing on the right side for Arsenal. He will be going up against Simicas. Another interesting matchup. I'm not sure if Simicas can really keep up with Saka, and he's going to be doubled as well. We have seen it a lot since season. A lot of teams here doubling and tripling whenever Saka gets the ball, so it's kind of a little more difficult for him, and he has to adapt. He really has to adapt because when people know that you are very effective and you have the quality, they're going to set out their team to try and stop you. So he definitely has to adapt to the pressure that he been facing this season. The most passes, Van Dijk, Liverpool playing a lot out of the back. Saliba following, with Arsenal, double Arsenal pair following. The most tackles, Ben White from Arsenal, and then Fabinho on the bench for Liverpool. So some interesting stats there for both teams. If you realize when it comes to the stats, player-to-player stats, most of them are comparable. Even though Arsenal are playing better as a team, whenever Liverpool get their chances, they do take them. They're more lethal to me as players than the Arsenal players. If Liverpool having a good day, they will definitely score a lot of goals. Arsenal have a good day, they will score goals here and there. They score 3-4 goals. In opposed to Liverpool, they will score 4, 5, 6. So I think they're more lethal, and we definitely need to outplay them. Don't let them get in their rhythm. Don't let they control the pace of the game. Liverpool likes to play the chaotic, end-to-end, exciting game for them to just score a lot of goals. And as I said, they're very lethal. So if they find and catch that rhythm throughout the game and you're too open, they're going to score goals. And you don't want it to really play in their hands. I think we should control the game similar to what we did at Tottenham, limit them going forward. As such, less chances for them to score, and less confidence for the attackers. So we have to keep the ball a lot, probe a lot, create chances, and take them as we go along. Last week, I think we did just that. We scored the first goal at the right time, to put Tottenham under pressure. And I think we should try and get that early goal today again. The longer the game goes on without we scoring, is the more confidence they will get, seeing that they're away team. So I think we have to be effective, and we have to go out there and take our chances and take them well. Yeah, so I will hope that you guys did the poll. I left a poll there, what you guys think the prediction will be. I mean, a couple persons came in the chat and they already told me what they think. I don't think I need to go and check what they think. Outright, they want to see Arsenal lose. I don't know why you don't want to see Arsenal lose versus Liverpool. Liverpool have won so much, and if you want to catch Liverpool, I mean, it's better Arsenal beat them. But that's the argument for another day. I guess when you're at the top, you find that a lot of people try to pull you down, and that's natural. Liverpool are 10th now, so no one have a problem with them winning, I'd assume. But let's see how this one turns out. Let's see who would be happier at the end of this game. Is it a lot of pressure for the Arsenal players? I think it's a lot of pressure, but I think with how the game finished last week, I think they would have a little more confidence than the usual in this game. So even though it's a pressure game, you want to go back to the top of the table. You're playing another big team. I think the way how they executed last week will kind of ease the pressure from them in this fixture. I think they will be ready for this fixture even more than they did last week. They just need to take their chances. They will get chances. Liverpool, they're not defending that well, but I think they will get chances, and they should ensure that they capitalize effectively and efficiently. Gabriel Jesus, he came over from City, and I think these are games that he need to he needs to you know make a mark on. A lot of people watching. It's a big fixture. You're leading the team. You need to show people that you did deserve more from wherever you're coming from, and that's why you left. You know, so that's important. But let me know what you think. I think I should have a Liverpool fan passing through to share their their expectations based on the lineup. Let me check if they're here. Yeah, I definitely know what Nats and James think already. You guys are very bold. You're behind Arsenal, and you still have time to come and tell me you want my team to lose. And I don't call on lose my your team. I don't. I focus on my team and being positive. You know, I think your team win 3-love yesterday. I mean, most of the teams they will eventually start to win games. They're not going to be bad for the whole season. Let's be real. So Chelsea will win games. They will come about. Um, we'll definitely want to see how the new coach, kind of groom the team and build a system that will work for them. So you guys will come along. Um, let's see how he approaches it when he plays the bigger teams, though. Let's see how he will definitely approach it. So my prediction here: Arsenal 3-2. What I said earlier, my expectations for the London Derby on this one was at least 4 points. I've gotten 3 already, and I definitely would love to get the 6. So let's hope they can deliver for me today. Who do you think will score the first goal, though? Who do you think will get that first breakthrough? And if Liverpool should score first, do you think Arsenal can come back and win that game? I think it'll be really difficult. And not because of quality, because of game management. I'm not sure how they react going down. I definitely know that they I definitely know that they will go for it for sure. That's naturally what they do, but going for it too aggressively can get you caught, and that's another big problem. Managing the games, and I think managing the games has a lot to do with the manager and the coach. They're the ones seeing it. They're the one that been through it. He needs to guide the players in the right direction. So if Liverpool do score first, it's going to be a challenge, even a tougher game, a very very tough game. Let's hope they can surprise me based on managing the situation. I think they did well last week when Tottenham equalized. As usually in the past, when teams equalize versus Arsenal, they tend to crumble. They tend to go in their shell, start to make a lot of mistakes, and they lose the momentum, and they're going to lose 3-1, draw 2-2 and stuff like that. So, Asia. I haven't seen Asia in a while, and I don't think I'm going to find him now when he got 6-3 last week. He's going to have a lot of explaining to do. So I'm not sure if I got to see him. But the game is about to begin. The game is about to start, and I can't wait to see what are my boys made of. Yeah, he was like 6-1 down, and Pep and the boys just sorry for him, so them just kind of ease off of the gas. make him score 2 goal and make the score look too bad. But you know what I mean? I don't think Asia, I don't think Asia will be around anytime soon. It's been a while I haven't seen him. I definitely never see him after that 6. But the game has started. Has started. So here we go. Come on, Arsenal. You need to get this job done really quick. Come on, you Gunners. You can do it. We know you definitely can. Liverpool starting white from the left, kicking from left to right. Arsenal. Liverpool kicking from right to left here, and Arsenal from left to right. Liverpool with starting a position based, playing it around the back. Good interception there from Saliba early. And Arsenal on the attack. And Arsenal 1-0 up. And Martinelli have scored. And Saka, great dribble on the right side. Playing it in. I think it was Shaka picked it up and slipped it through in behind Arnold, and the goal is under review. What was it about? Let's see. Saliba with a great tackle here. White plays it to Saka. Saka dribbles inside to Shaka. Shaka early pass through there. Great pass from Shaka. I don't see any problem with that goal though. What are they arguing about? I don't see anything wrong with that goal though. What is the problem? Oh, looking for offside. Let's see if it was offside. And goal has stand. 1-0. 1-0. And I've asked for an early goal and I have gotten an early goal. Excellent. But that was way too easy for Arsenal though. Saka dribbled freely into the half. He cuts inside. Easy pass into Shaka. Shaka waited with time. Easy through ball. Great through ball though. To Martinelli in behind Arnold. Arnold was blind to the run. As such, he was beaten easily. And Arsenal 1-0 up within a minute of the game. And that's even a greater start than last week versus Tottenham. Great start there from the boys. Great start there from the boys. Throw into Arsenal. Tamiyasu, he was the one, the surprise start. He starts at left back for Arsenal over Tierney. Is it to cope with the pace of Salah coming down that right hand side? Maybe. But we'll see how that develops going through, the first half and into the second half. Arsenal 1-0 leading after just a minute of play. The first attack, basically, but it was way too easy for Arsenal. There were no tackles on Saka, easy pass through the middle, and the game has just started. Like, how do you get open so easily through the middle? And everyone should be fresh. And I did say it. I don't think the midfield that was selected for this game from Liverpool was strong enough to stop Arsenal. I don't see it. They're not good enough physically and as a holding midfielders. Henderson and Thiago. I'm not sure if they can keep up with Arsenal. And I did say it when I saw the lineup. I think it's going to be an open game. I mean, he's probably trying. Klopp is probably trying the same method he used in the first in the Champions League game. But you have to be wary of this Arsenal attack. They are playing really good. They're young, they're fresh, they're energetic, and they're confident at the moment. So early on, he's 1-0 down. And Arsenal seeking their first win in years. Good block there as Liverpool got a great breakaway after Arsenal giving away position. A corner kick to Liverpool. This is a good opportunity for them to respond. I mean, why blame Trent though? I think Trent was pulled based on the freedom Shaka had in the middle. Shaka had a lot of freedom. Like, he was just walking in the middle of the pitch. He could have walked and took a shot himself. So I think Arnold was pulled by that, But it was a great pass though. You have to give credit to the pass and the run. That's a pullback by Diaz. Might be a yellow card for Diaz. Why would you pull the player that early in the game? Come on, Diaz. Better than that. Well, he scored on you. I kind of understand, but 5 minutes in, you're on a foot race against Martinelli. He's in his own half. I don't understand these players sometimes, The game is fresh. 5 minutes in, there 85 minutes to play. Martinelli is running in his half, and you tripped him, pulling his shoulder for what reason? Just trap back and keep with the player. No, he's gonna dribble against you again and a yellow card. So what do you do next? Pull him again? It just doesn't make any sense. Arsenal on the front foot here again. Pass goes through to Allison. Allison plays it on the near side to Tsimikas. Tsimikas with a long ball. Liverpool seem to be playing a lot of long balls early on. Offside there. Yeah, they're playing it over the top. They're trying to break that Arsenal press by going over the top and quickly. But definitely a start Arsenal would want. Yeah, I actually sell Martinelli for De Bruyne as well. I did. Yes, So you go. I did sell Martinelli for De Bruyne. Because I expected more from the Southampton game, really. Great ball down the flank to Martinelli. Martinelli, he takes on Trent. It's a 1v1 for now. A throw into Liverpool as Trent did a very good job there, pushing Martinelli back and want to throw in. I mean, the score early, that's a very good thing. That's very good. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad I'm less tense now as 1-0 up. Because we haven't been Liverpool in ages, and we always tend to lose against them. So, it's way better getting an early goal. Being ahead. Losing part, I'm not too sure about that. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, we can keep this lead. Game is a bit scrappy. It's from one end to the other end. A lot of long balls playing, especially from Liverpool. They're playing a lot of long balls into the Arsenal half. Ramsdale, why did he do that though? Ramsdale give up a throw in there to Liverpool, and he seemed to be injured. Ramsdale holding his calf. Not sure why. He made a run out to intercept a pass, and he's feeling a little bit of pain here. Oh, it seemed to have been before that when he took the goal kick. He may have made a bad step. And that's just how it goes sometimes, but we definitely don't want to lose Ramsdale in a game like this. He's a very, very good keeper, very effective keeper in the box, very commanding. And Turner seemed to be warming. It's a bit of a worry for Arsenal. That's a early that would be an early change if he has to go. Throw into Liverpool and the game restarts. I mean, the game position wise, the game is 50-50 so far. 50-50 so far in my view. It's based on what I'm seeing so far. Liverpool though they're bypassing their midfield. They're playing a lot of long balls into Nunes and to Salah as well. Great step up there from Saliba. He ensured that Liverpool had to go back. Liverpool on the front foot now. They're playing it in. Good clearance there from Arsenal, Gabriel. One of the few Arsenal players that tends to make, some silly mistakes, to put his team under pressure, but he did well there. Martinelli plays it out for a corner, and unforced corner at that. And we all know Trent is very, very effective from set pieces. So I don't think this is something Arsenal wants to continue. And I think Van Dijk there with a shot over the bar from the set piece. And that is it. The connection between the Van Dijk and the Arnold from set pieces, you don't want that. Partey was marking him, but Partey was out-jumped easily. So I doubt Arsenal wants to keep that going. Long kick from Ramsdale. They're playing less passes out. Ball is booted back up into the Arsenal half. An offside call there from the referee. Pretty decent game so far. Good play there from Arsenal. And they're on the front foot. Arsenal plays it inside. What a shot there from Arsenal. A great save from Alisson. Should that have been 2-0? I think they had the opportunity for it to be 2-0. Offside call there on the initial pass, though. Shaka has been playing high. I've seen him a lot, a lot closer to the box in these days. Diaz here with a good opportunity. He cuts back, plays it to Tsimikas. Tsimikas tries to play it in. Good clearance from Arsenal. Liverpool still on the attack. Arsenal back in numbers. Great tackle there from Tamiyasu against Salah. And I guess Arteta's job is working so far, Liverpool on the front foot again. Liverpool playing it around. They're keeping position. They're shielding out of the ball. Arsenal pressing. They're keeping a good shape. Liverpool playing it around a lot. Dangerous attack from Liverpool. Good clearance there from Arsenal. Liverpool using the ball a lot more. Jota there appealing for a penalty. This would that be a penalty though? He was kicked on his arm. No penalty call. I guess it was probably saying it's too close to the play, but it was a very, very close call. Easily could have been called a penalty. But Liverpool restarts play from the throw-in. Liverpool enjoying more position in the last 5 minutes. They look like a team wants to play football. Great press here for Arsenal. Saka again on the right side versus Tsimikas. He fell. Referee says no foul. But Saka is still down, holding his face, suggesting that he was hit. Let's see here. I mean, he was nudged, Is it enough for a foul? No, I don't think it was. But his hand, Simika's hand catch him in the face, though. Don't think it is enough for a free kick, though. Simikas has to be careful. Saka will be running at him all day long. We all know that Saka is a very good dribbler. He can carry the ball very well. So Simikas will have a good job here to do today. He'll be busy. Alisson will restart play. Arsenal pressing the passing from the back from Liverpool. Liverpool playing it out, finding ways to play through the lines. They're finding ways. Liverpool offside there. And Arsenal will restart play. Liverpool, they're pressing hard. They're pressing a lot. They're finding spaces between Arsenal. Darwin Núñez getting caught offside a little bit too much. Arsenal wants to ensure that the game doesn't get too chaotic. Just keep it the same pace here. Stay in the game and try to nick another chance if one should provide itself. But keep probing. Don't allow Liverpool to play their game. Liverpool trying to play it really quick. They're playing it long. And they're getting, they're getting pathways to the Arsenal box. They're going through the lines good. As I said, there was a half chance there for a penalty. So they're finding ways to get through the Arsenal press. I think this is the first game I've watched all season, seeing Arsenal playing and the other team enjoying so much possession. Well, we all know the quality of Liverpool. They are very good players, very good technical players, especially Thiago in the midfield. Jota in the pocket there, he's coming to support the defense. The midfield, I should say. So he's going to get a lot of balls there. Arsenal on the front foot here. A ball played through to Xhaka. Defender reads perfectly. Arsenal again. Martinelli versus Trent. Martinelli plays inside. Back to Martinelli. Trent was beaten with a 1-2 there. Martinelli inside. He plays it. Tries to play it to Odegaard. But it was intercepted. Diaz on the front foot for Liverpool. Diaz with a change of play to Salah. Very good pass there from Diaz. And Liverpool settles it. Sorry. Liverpool enjoying some position here in Arsenal's half. They plays it out wide to Salah. Tries to play a 1-2, but good read there from Tamiyasu. Tamiyasu doing a very good job on Salah thus far. Tamiyasu is very quick. It's not that easy to beat. So he won't stop. He would definitely be a challenge for for Salah. Arsenal plays it out for another unforced throw-in. Ramsdale doesn't seem to be comfortable at the moment. Arteta giving them instructions, trying to get them to be calm and effective. "20 minutes in, Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0. Both teams sharing possession. I think Liverpool might have a little bit more possession than Arsenal. As I said, this is the first game I've watched Arsenal all season, and their opponents enjoying so much of the ball. Liverpool, the 1-2 there in the middle. Great technical play there. Arsenal wins it on a break. They try to calm it down. Jesus tried to turn. He is blocked out. Haven't seen much of Gabriel Jesus so far in the game. I think Arsenal need to get him more involved. He needs to get more involved in the game for Arsenal. Definitely. I'm not seeing enough from Arsenal in the final third. They're winning it, but sloppy passing and casual passing, they're losing position easily before they can get in Liverpool's third. Liverpool comes again with Matip. They try to play through the line. Saka wins it early. Saka dribbles by one, plays it wide to Martinelli. Martinelli versus Trent once more. Martinelli tries to play it over too high for any Arsenal player. And Ben White on the near side tries to play to Saka. Very sloppy pass again. And I've seen a couple sloppy passes from the Arsenal players, and that's unlike them. Trent is down. He's holding his face. Klopp is not happy about this. What is it about? It might be something between him and Martinelli. Let's see on the replay. Oh, when the Martinelli squared the ball, the follow through caught Martinelli Arnold, and Arnold is down. It doesn't look good. He's down. He's not moving. They're checking him. This does not look good for Liverpool, as he's one of their better players going forward, despite he playing right back. He doesn't look comfortable at all. Martinelli tries to square it in, and after he played the ball, his feet landed right in the ankle of Arnold. So the physios are checking him. They're checking him, medical checking him to see if he will be okay. Both coaches giving their players instructions. Both coach taking this time to give instructions to their team. Arnold is up. He's walking. He seemed to be okay so far. Let's see if he can continue. Hopefully he does. He's jogging. He seemed to be okay. Guess it's probably a knock. He probably run it off. Martinelli versus Arnold again. This is going to be a matchup all day long. Arsenal on the front foot. Can they make it 2-0? Good clearance there from Liverpool. Very good composure from Thiago. Liverpool with a chance here. Great save from Ramsdale. And Partey will clears it. Liverpool, they're pressing for an equalizer. They're pressing a lot. Saka is down. Simicas is frustrated as he's saying he's innocent. Arsenal will restart here with Ben White. Luis Diaz on a yellow card. He has fouled Partey. He has to be careful because he got an early card, an unnecessary card at that. Liverpool, I think Liverpool pressing for an equalizer. They are playing well. They are playing it around. They are giving Arsenal a lot of work to do. Arsenal doing a very good job so far. They limited the chances, but Liverpool has forced Ramsdale to a save just now. Arsenal, very good football there forward. Gabriel Jesus versus Van Dijk. He plays it wide to Tamisayu. Good play inside. Great clearance there from Liverpool. Gabriel Jesus still on the front foot. He cuts it in. He takes a shot. The shot was a flops to Alisson. Jesus have to be more effective than that in this is his territory. He did well to create the chance though. He beats two defenders. He was a bit off balance that may have caused the shot to be off cued. But both teams showing signs of scoring. Liverpool pressing really hard to get that equalizer. Arsenal, they are hanging in there defensively. They're hanging in here. Tamiyasu versus Salah on that left-hand side, right-hand side for Liverpool. Can see a lot of communication between the Arsenal players on who to pick up. As they will definitely want to take this lead into halftime. But I think Liverpool, they're picking up more pieces in the midfield than Arsenal. Those second balls, Liverpool, I think, winning them a lot more. Jesus, he's been bullied. He's been bullied up front. He's not having a field day. Gabriel Jesus, we are used to seeing him a lot more in the Arsenal game. Another throw into Liverpool after another off pass from Arsenal. Their passing have been off today. They have been required to do a lot more than the usual, and that may have thrown off the fluidity of their attacks and of their passing. While Liverpool, they're playing well going forward. Early square there, good block from the Arsenal defender. Anything else would be a tapping from Diaz, and Saliba was right there. It could have also been an own goal because the block pushed the ball in the direction of the goal, and Ramsdale had to make another save. Liverpool pressuring Arsenal at the moment. Liverpool again on the front foot. Thiago plays it to Matip. Simicas on the left side. That would have been Van Dijk earlier. Back to Thiago. Thiago looking for a pass. He plays it to Matip now. Arsenal, they're pinned back at the moment, defending in numbers. Both Odegaard and Jesus making that early press. Odegaard and Jesus both have been missing in the first half here for Arsenal. It goes to show that Arsenal are defending a lot more than the usual. They don't have the ball as much as they used to. So the likes of Odegaard and Jesus not seeing enough possession in the first half. Liverpool playing it from left to right. Thiago again, he's getting a lot of position. He plays it inside. A cute pass there to Jota. Jota floating around causing not a problem for Arsenal. He's playing like an extra midfielder and an extra forward. So Salah beats Tamiyasu for the first. He plays it, takes a shot out wide. And Salah has finally gotten the better of Tamiyasu, dribbling by him. And his shot was a fluke as well, similar to Gabriel Jesus, and he plays it wide. Salah, he hasn't been having a great season, but great players tend to turn up when it matters most. So you have to be wary of Salah just the same. Good goal kick there from Ramsdale. It was played directly to Jesus. Arsenal on the front foot. They have numbers in the last third, and they lose his position rather cheaply. Liverpool playing it out, passing it out effectively. Great turn there from Tsimikas. He was triple marked, and he eventually played it out. Liverpool beating Arsenal press easily here. Ben White versus Diaz. Diaz cuts inside, plays it inside to Thiago. Thiago, great early touch. Great touch there to beat the defender. And Liverpool playing a lot like themselves at the moment. Thiago with a long ball to Salah, cut by Tamiyasu. Tamiyasu has a very long day on that wing. Ramsdale beats his attacker and plays it out. Very risky there from Ramsdale. Very, very risky. Arsenal needs to find back their rhythm. Nunez would have pulled him. Could have easily been a foul to Ramsdale. And Liverpool would have thrown. And Liverpool have gotten so many throw-in through bad passes from Arsenal. Thiago having a very wonderful game in the first half, and it's 1-1. That goal was coming. That goal was actually coming. Great from the same throw-in, and Nunez have scored. It's from the same throw-in. Arsenal keep giving away cheaply, and Liverpool break that line easily once more. They have been doing it for the first half so far, and it's 1-1 with an equalizer. And it's one long ball over the top. One long ball over the top. Poor defending from Arsenal. So that's 1-1. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 1 at the moment. And Gabriel again with that poor touch. Gabriel again with that poor touch. I mean, we definitely expected both teams to score. Liverpool was probing. They were coming. They were pressing. It was going to come at some point. But I think why again it's from that Gabriel interception. Poor interception. Plays it right into the path of Diaz. And Diaz plays it across to Nunez. Very good finish from Darwin Nunez. And both teams failed to keep a clean sheet once more this season. Party was beaten. A quick question again. What color should we wear to this funeral? Great tackle there from Saliba. Goal kick to Arsenal. Party was beaten to it. Great attack again from Liverpool. Diaz was in, but Saliba nudged him. Great objection to keep him off balance. As I said, both teams wear red in the James. You can actually wear you can wear red. Both teams wear red. Arsenal will restart playing now. I think Liverpool deliberately focusing on that left side of defense from Arsenal. Most of even Thiago passes have gone to that left side where Gabriel and the makeshift Tamiyasu is. I would assume they're trying to avoid Saliba as much as possible. And it did work out for them in that case, as that bad touch came from Gabriel over the top. Very bad defending, very poor defending. And I've said it earlier that he's the one person you can expect to make a mistake to put Arsenal under pressure. And he did it again. Great touch here from Salah. Salah takes it down, plays to Henderson. Henderson back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk presses, plays it out to Tsimikas. Tsimikas back to Thiago. Thiago playing really deep. He's coming deep, so you have the space to play the passes. Good tackle here from Arsenal. Liverpool wins it back immediately. Liverpool pressing good in this game. I think they're pressing good. They're pressing effectively as well. And Arsenal, they're beating Arsenal press when Arsenal do try to press. Diaz down. He's holding his knee. Diaz not a player that stay down a lot though. So if you see him holding his knee, that's kind of weird. It was a clash between him and Partey. Partey a very physical player. That's the reason why he would be down though, if he's not hurt. So I definitely think he's feeling something there. It was a great pass from Diaz though for that goal. Great pass across the back line. Great pass from Diaz. Look at that. With a great pass from Diaz. 1-1, 37 minutes played. Diaz down, 1-0, 1-1 Arsenal Liverpool. An early goal from Martinelli and an equalizer around 5 minutes now from Nunez. Liverpool seem happy. They seem happier with the result. Arsenal will have to try to pick up the pace in the second half. I think they have been second best in this game after they have scored the early goal. I think Liverpool have pressed better. They have played through Arsenal, pressed better, and they have been winning a lot of those off balls in the middle of the pitch. Arsenal passing a bit off. They have passed a lot about outside, giving away free unforced free throws, which one led to a goal. So I think they have to tighten up a lot in the second half, Arsenal. I think this is the worst game I've seen from them all season. They had less position, and they have had less position in this game than the usual. So the likes of Odegaard and Gabriel not on the ball enough to make the difference, and Arsenal has to find a way to get the ball up to them. I haven't seen Martinelli up against Arnold enough either. So they have to target those weak spots come in the second half. But I think going into the first half 1-1 is not a bad result for either team. Based on how the game have played, it's not a bad result for Liverpool because they conceded early. But I think they have been the better team since then. Thiago have been brilliant. Extremely brilliant. I think Odegaard needs to find a way to keep Thiago from playing so silky smooth in the midfield. Offside there again from Liverpool. I think Arsenal playing very high. We're seeing they conceded two against Manchester United playing this high. And again, there was one ball over the top that caused the equalizer. They are playing really high, but are they defending effectively when they play so high? Because Diaz down again, Diaz seem to be feeling discomfort in the same knee he was holding earlier. Yeah, but Arsenal, as I was saying, they're caught high again. It was a throw in, so you'd expect that they're going to squeeze the team. But as I've seen for most of the first half, Liverpool play through the press. It was a quick throw to Thiago. Thiago plays it back and one ball over the top, and Gabriel with a bad clearance. 1-1 nuts, as we expect both teams to score. But let's see how the game proceeds. Even though I think Arsenal is second best in this first half, definitely think so. I think we need to step it up in the second half. Definitely, we are not passing as effectively. We are not getting Martinelli versus Arnold enough. I think we need to get the position up there. Unless you want in favor of Liverpool. No, 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 no. I don't accept hardcore predictions after a game have started. Though. I don't accept that. You would have already seen that both teams have scored. Diaz is off injured. It's a bad sign for Liverpool. He was the one that created the goal. I would have expected him to come off. I would have preferred him to come off before the goal scored, but he did his damage and came off the pitch injured. So Firmino is on. Bobby Firmino is on. So I would expect that Jota. Oh, Jota would. So now watch the game. Okay, I would expect that Jota would come to the left side where Diaz was, and Firmino would play in the pocket where Jota was playing right there behind the striker. So another player on the pitch that loves to score on Arsenal. But let's hope those statistics aren't added here in the second half. Arsenal one position there. Saka saying no, he did not. He did not foul the player, but referee think otherwise. Liverpool will restart play. I think Arsenal wants to see this halftime comes even before, even more than Liverpool. Definitely think so. They're Liverpool winning all the 50-50 balls, all the loose balls in midfield. They look more energetic than Arsenal in this game. Arsenal with a quick attack here, foul on Odegaard, and they will want to take their time to start. Liverpool making it difficult for them to restart. Arsenal on the far side with Martinelli. I haven't seen him a lot in the last 20 minutes, and that's what I'm saying. Arsenal need to get the ball into the players that will cause problem for Liverpool. If it means that Saliba has to play that direct ball into the forward, he has to. At times you have to bypass that midfield and the press from the opponent team. Liverpool forcing Arsenal to go back to Ramsdale. Great pressing from Liverpool. Arsenal find it difficult to play out at the moment. Arsenal enjoying a bit of position here. I've seen Liverpool enjoy more position. A great turn there. Arsenal on the front foot here. Odegaard plays the inside to Gabriel. Bad first touch. And that's it. When you're not into the game that much, whenever you get it, you're going to be, a bit rusty, a bit nervy. You're not getting much touching to build the confidence. And that's what's happening to Gabriel now. You've gotten a couple positions, but it hasn't been effective. Arsenal on the front foot just the same. Outside to Saka. He heads it over the likes of Tsimikas, and Liverpool plays it out for a corner. And the referee says no foul to Liverpool. So 1-1 here. Half time. Very close. I think both teams will be happy. Is that 5 minutes added time? That's a lot for a first half. 5 minutes added time before the halftime whistle blow on a foul to Liverpool, and the keeper will take this one deep from in Liverpool's half. And the passing have been so poor from Arsenal. Really, really poor. Really poor. They're giving away the ball so easily, putting themselves under pressure time after time. Passing have been really poor. Arsenal needs to step up that. They're giving away position, and that caused goal. It was an unforced throwing after a kick from the Ramsdale that caused goal. It was an unforced giveaway. And they're pinning themselves back by allowing Liverpool to come at them when they give away the football. They're not giving the attackers a chance. They would have known though, Arsenal, that this game wasn't going to be easy. Liverpool aren't going to come and allow the likes of an Arsenal to just beat them like that, despite the farm or whoever they're playing. They have to come and play and take the win. They can't. It's not going to be given to them like that. A long ball again to Salah, intercepted by Tamiyasu. Party with some room in the middle. He presses. Great ball there to Martinelli. Martinelli plays it out to Tamiyasu. Gabriel Jesus inside. Back to Tamiyasu. Party with some space here. Arsenal enjoying some position. Ball here to Saka on the far side. He has a little space. Two defenders coming to double. Beats him down the line. Cuts it inside, and a corner kick to Arsenal. A set piece here before the first half whistle blows. Can Arsenal make it 2-1 and go into the first half with a lead? And I think the lead will be against the run of play because they have been the second best today. Great interception there for Liverpool. And Arsenal tries to build again. They need to do just that. They need to get the possession to the players that have been doing it for them this season. Arsenal deep in the box. There are a lot of scrappy things going on in the box. Good cutback there, and it is played out safe by Liverpool. And Liverpool beating the Arsenal press really, really easily. Like the Jota and the others, they're beating the press so easy, and a foul there and a yellow card to Odegaard. They're beating the Arsenal press so easy. They're playing it out really easy. Jota giving him a lot of problems. He have been giving him problems from he was playing in the pocket. He's no on the left-hand side. And Odegaard steps in on him and he receives a yellow card. Tsimikas will take the free kick here from the near side. Liverpool with a chance to make it 2-1 before the first half ends. Arsenal will need to keep their focus. Good ball in from Tsimikas. Arsenal with a break here. Can they nick it? And that Arsenal 2-1, and Arsenal did nick it before the first half blows, and it's Martinelli. He goes down. He cuts inside. Plays it, and Saka with the finish. Great goal there from Arsenal, and they break, and they got the goal. So that's your 3-1 prediction is out the window as Arsenal have scored again through Saka. And I said it earlier, we need to get the ball to Martinelli versus Arnold. Whether Arnold is there or is get caught up the pitch, get the ball to Martinelli because he's the player I predicted to watch before the game started. Arsenal is not doing enough when they're off the ball. So it was Martinelli versus Matip. Martinelli goes outside, pull him inside, plays it once early, and Saka with the finishing touch on the back post. Great, great goal there. Martinelli actually beat it was Henderson and Arnold in one. Good cut inside, good, great vision there, and great composure. I think that was a great composure from Arnold, from Martinelli. He saw where Saka was, and instead of kicking to the goal, he slotted it in the back post with a cheeky pass, and no one saw the run from Saka. Great, great counter attack, great goal against run and play, and Arsenal leads 2-1. Liverpool will feel like they're unlucky as they have enjoyed so much position in the first half. They have enjoyed so much in the good spaces and good areas, and Arsenal kept themselves at bay until they found a second goal. And um, yeah, as I said, James, the first minute of the first half and the last minute of the first half, those are times as a team you don't want to concede, but Liverpool have been defending poorly, and once again it shows that they're defending really poor. Cause Liverpool have enjoyed far more position and in a lot of good spaces as well. But Arsenal have defended quite well. I just don't think the midfield is doing enough to stop Liverpool from pressuring the defense. Not regarding the goal, because the goal was just over a ball over the top and poor defending from Gabriel. I can't say it enough how poor Gabriel is in that back line. He's been costing Arsenal so much, even this season, scoring own goals, giving away cheap penalties, and now a very poor, very, very poor clearance caused Liverpool goal. And I mean, we all expected both teams to score, so no surprises here as yet. No surprises here. All the goals came about. Poor defending from both teams. First goal, Liverpool. Arsenal was too walked through the middle of the pitch too easy. The Liverpool goal, let us thought that Gabriel very bad. I thought just that Gabriel is really poor. Gabriel, like, you cannot depend on him. You really cannot depend on him to do the right thing all the time, like consistently. Like, he's really, 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 really. With Arsenal definitely need another centre back. All right, that Gabriel is going to cost a lot. He's been costing us a lot, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue. I mean, let's look at the first half stats thus far. As you can see, I said it's the first game I've watched, and I see a team enjoying someone's position versus Arsenal this season. And it goes to show that Liverpool is a quality team, despite the farm, despite where they're on the table. They're a quality team, and if they come to play and they're ready and they're up and ready for a game like this, they will play, and they've been playing really good. Arsenal 30% of the football. So this is a game I'm honestly not happy with how Arsenal are playing. Definitely not. They're giving away the football quite easy. Definitely giving away the football quite easily. I mean, so many passes, wayward passes, going out for cheap throws, unnecessary throws. Very, very poor. Jeff says Gabriel is way more dependable than Damn Trent. I mean, I don't know how often you watch Arsenal, but maybe he is. But I mean, you see, all right, you see the fact that we can tell you even before it happens that if anything, if a mistake could happen, or if a goal I can see, more likely to be through this player. I mean, for the first goal, I don't really blame Trent a lot. Arsenal really walked through the middle of Liverpool pitch too easy, and maybe that pulled him inside. You understand? Because Shaq had a lot of space. So he was not the only defender that was pulled. I mean, all Liverpool players were pulled to that play and a great pass in. The second goal there. The second goal, it was actually Henderson on the far side. Arnold was actually inside. Because it was coming from a set piece, so more than likely Arnold was at the center circle. So he's tracking back like a center back. It was Henderson. Henderson guided Martinelli in the box. And I mean, Arnold run to create the double. Because most of the times teams are going to create a double against the wingers versus a Martinelli. Going to create a double. So Arnold went to be the double player. But Martinelli cut inside in time. Great cutback. Created a half yard to make the pass. And his vision and the pass was great. I think the pass was great. The pass was weighed perfectly. Like I expected a shot at that point. But he just slotted it. And Saka slid in and tapped in. But I mean, they are incompetent. The likes of a Trent and a Gabriel. They are. But from the Arsenal's perspective, everyone else is playing really good. When you look at Liverpool, not everyone playing to their A game. But even this game, Saliba breaking up some good plays. White doing a fairly good job against Diaz. Diaz didn't get any joy until he went over during the throw when he floated on the other wing. Tomiyasu doing a good job against Salah. Salah only got one opportunity to beat him and he kicked it wide. A flip shot basically, but everything else, Tomiyasu was up for it. He was up for the headers to block the long pass, the man-to-man tackle and all of that. He was up for all of that and he was playing really well. The only person on the back line laps in the first half really is Gabriel, and it cost us. It was a poor clearance. He stretched when he could have just easily run to the play and out it. So once again before you go, Nico, I'm gonna finish the stats here. So 3 shots on target for Arsenal, they have scored 2. 2 shots on target for Liverpool, they have scored 1. 5 shots overall, 3 shots overall for Arsenal. All of them on target. So that's poor defending from Liverpool. If every shot they concede is going to the keeper, that's really poor. We all know Liverpool enjoying more of the possession here. Clearances, successful clearances. Liverpool played a lot of long balls, so you find that Gabriel and Saliba had to do a lot of air clearance, and also Tomiyasu on Salah's wing. That high press from Arsenal, 5 outside for Liverpool there. Nunes being the likely culprit most of the time. But I think it has been a good half for Liverpool and how they're playing. Creating clear chances, not much, but they have been a better side in my view. So Nico Wagwan, what do you think about the first half?
Just the same thing I beat Liverpool. Look on the 2 goals. Which one can see the 2 goals in front? The man, when we are playing now, 6-7 seasons the man did it. And you don't have a backup for Arnold to say if him not play good or if him injured.
Yeah, I think that's poor. You need to have players.
We nearly consider again when the man make Jesus beat him half line. Oh, Jesus beat the man. We hope this like that, man. Know.
Yeah, I feel like Klopp need to start with that too.
Him need a rest. It obviously him need a break because it's either him minor in the game or him not. Brother, all the man just need to do a day in position most. Just dead it. Just basically dead it to show himself, to show him presence. The man is nowhere near in position when Martinelli scored the first goal in him in the game. Second goal again.
No man, it wasn't he pulled inside to the play?
By who?
Shaka, when Shaka picked up position in the middle of the pitch.
Brother, I mean, I know where the man do, but Arnold is nowhere.
The ball play past Arnold, you know. The ball play past Arnold and Matip, you know, right through 2 of them, you know.
The first goal.
Yeah.
Saka played the ball from how much yards over there?
That's when you can understand why Shaka have so much space there. So. Cause Saka, them guide Saka too, cause Saka not getting a tackle in and he play it inside. And Shaka
when you look for
space.
Oh, sorry. Kind of surprising how deep Arsenal come and play to some of the game when Liverpool have the ball. I guess they changed.
I think they were forced.
Well, I not think them basically forced, but them and it kind of backfire upon them. And if them are going to continue that, then they are going to give Liverpool more chance to come and them help Liverpool sitting back.
No, what I'm saying force. I mean, is the way I think it's the way Liverpool play. Liverpool, they might beat Arsenal press, so Arsenal have no choice but for ease back sometimes. They might beat like the Jota, they might play the ball through the press, easy.
Yeah, Jota play good. Jota have the ball at foot and the body now take it off. Man look like the man actually look like man look like a Diaz. The man look like a Salah.
Yeah.
Man look like everybody else except himself today. You know? They're going to put him on the left side more.
But the game just started, him playing on the pocket. That's an old man. Him play really good. I mean, I play the 1-2 then with Jota and Nunes when him come deep. I play the 1-2 them beat us. Man, I watch the whole Arsenal belly.
The basically what Arsenal do what Liverpool now do, and that is different. And we used to laugh and say, when we are winning, we used to laugh and say, yo, we basically not defending in a training. The man just go play football.
But no, I got that going for true.
Then I watch Matic. Remember which the last match I watch Matic. And I say Matic get the ball, and I say, why Matic play centre back? Why Matip, if the man them that skillful with the ball them foot, why the man have play defense? But I mean, Arsenal the way Liverpool now do. Arsenal at defense. It's kind of surprising how deep them there and allow Liverpool to play the ball and come at them to someone. But
they not play good. I think Liverpool beating that force them back.
The break, they might catch Liverpool on the break, so that I work for them basically, and I guess them just I work with that. I mean, I don't know if them fear Liverpool, knowing Liverpool is just Liverpool due to the stats of the past couple of seasons, but you can see a difference in how them are play regarding how attacking they have been this season. But the counter work for them, so they might not change and just continue allow Liverpool to play the football.
What I say is, I have noticed the goal of Liverpool score, Arsenal the eye or the pitch again, right? I don't think that them I say, yo, let's stick back and try to go for the counter. I think the way Liverpool have played the ball, Liverpool have the ball more one. That's the first thing where
you're
not used to.
Thiago compose.
Thiago play some good ball.
Him compose. So as long as him can play, Liverpool are gonna have the ball and
to me it forced Arsenal now if you step back. Because even the long ball them, all right, if you realize them play that early pass over the top. So immediately Arsenal have to track back.
That's true.
And then the next thing I'm see you realize Una win all the second ball them. So when you play it long, when you force we go back so
and then they
control it so the second ball. And even when we win the ball, we make some very if you see part of them play some very poor pass.
The two ball them now work. The two ball them with them a try player to Liverpool, it now work.
So after I want to pin them back with the long ball, when them try to play it out, Una win it back. So I think they are forced back based on how effective Una play. Una press and then Una play through for them press.
Everything look good till Diaz got injured to reality.
Yeah, from see that, I say, well, I mean, they might bring in Firmino where he might have a good issue against Arsenal and Jota will still play good on the left. It's just that if Firmino can go do the job what Jota they are doing in the middle, let's see. But
man, they not different, brother. Man, them completely different.
And that is why I wonder why is it when we get the ball, we not pass the ball properly. Just make two good passes and get the ball to Martin. That's all I need for you, Just make two good enough passes and get the ball to Martin.
That's what I mean on the right side, Liverpool right side. Any one of them go there, Jesus or Martinelli. All the man need to do a switch and go there and take an island. Everything
and the game done. That's all
once one of them do that and get him out of the game, you can see them going and playing now. It's just be a confusion.
Yeah, because other than the goal was scored early when Tsimikas never really go press Saka early. I mean, otherwise I'm not him do a fairly good job on Saka on the next side.
And the man them a double up over there for Saka. So me I wonder why
they double up early, yeah. They double up.
Why the man not help Arnold? Why nobody not drift to the right side? Why so much space up on the right side?
I mean, Van Dijk up on the left, so you expect the Van Dijk to do.
Why not? Just basically need to make him presence feeling of the ball game. Everybody knows him can. And that's why I'm not sure argue about the goal either at the end of the day. Because it's just the same process every time. The right side.
The first goal. Let me see if we can pick up the first goal. Really want to show it on this guy. They're going to worry about the copyright thing. But the first goal, right? Honestly don't think him could have done much about the first goal. I mean, yeah, you're a marker score, but I think the way how the team the way the team allow Shaka to come through the middle.
Mm-hmm. I want me
Before
to try compare Arsenal back four to Liverpool back four.
Mhm.
Man, well, maybe as them say, clap. It's maybe a clap. Them I say it's clap. So I guess all of the blame I forgot back right down to him then. It's all him one then play.
Yeah, I guess so. I look on the goal. See there. Look on the goal, right? We're not really big it up, cause probably them kill me for copyright issues. Watch it now.
Shut up. I don't know when I give it.
Yeah, all right. Wait, pause. Hold on. All right.
What am I do in this? So?
Yeah, him get pulled too early. Him a ball watch too early.
Him a mark a man with the centre back supposed to mark. So you push back the centre back to go
So
mark nobody.
you realize the whole team drift to Saka side, but in positioning wrong because him not same player when you are even trap back. If you
Brother,
make sure say you see the play and the
the
defense.
man not see nobody, nothing the man not see.
Yeah, him
Nothing
kind of
bad.
in positioning him body, him set him in position in body wrong, and in that way, him now see. You have to make sure you have field of vision at the player where you mark at all times, and so him get caught for real. Because at this point now, when him realize Shaka get the ball, yeah, so he must say, "Crap, I might have to go make a step at some point." You get me? I say because this player now, I think this Henderson, the pass beat him, So him basically have tried catch up. So really and truly, if Jesus is marked by Matty Pearson, I really Arnold have to come back and play a shot there, eventually. So that is
You
why
know,
him get caught here. So, but I think from the initial stage, him never aware of where Martinelli there.
him not do nothing. Him just dead it. The man have vibes, yeah, man. The man have
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah, because even in that case, him still never say, "Okay, try block the shot." And try block the pass, and he never step up anyway. So, what me think he might think, him still never do it. He still never try step up and make a block or anything. But at the end of the day, I mean, it just was a bad defending from the team overall. So, because Shaka was just have too much space. Actually, I've at least 3 passes, Him have Jesus, Martinelli, and an next player here up at the top here. So, him also could have played in Saka 2 years so if he want.
But the game is a good game still. The game I play good.
Yeah, good
Especially
game so
like
far.
Liverpool come and actually play.
And we expect that most of the big teams, once them play them rivals and so they're gonna come and play big. Jeff said last score shouldn't have scored. How you defender and don't make a tackle in that case. I mean, yeah, Henderson was tracking him, Henderson guided him coming out the box, and then I mean I already said Henderson and Thiago now gonna be 2 players who are gonna stop Arsenal
The
too
same
much.
thing. But I wonder why Fabinho, why Henderson over Fabinho.
Yeah.
But no way about it. Because see if we can pull it back. What the key
All
him
right,
and
so 2-1 second half start. Let's see how both teams, will adjust. I think Liverpool being a better team but behind, they will think that they deserve more from the first half. Definitely so. Arnold is off. Arnold was substituted at halftime.
Alright, so me see if he's second half. See how they in second half.
Whoa. Yeah, man. Arnold has been substituted at halftime. Arsenal trying to make it 3-1 here. Great defending from Liverpool. Arsenal still on the front foot. A foul there to Liverpool. Arsenal with a great opportunity to make it 3. Good inside pass to Gabriel. He tried to play it across. Saka with a follow-up shot was blocked. Good defending from Liverpool there. Arsenal had the numbers. A better square would have probably given them a chance to make it 3-1. A foul there from Darwin Núñez, and Arsenal started strong, similar to the first half here. They've started strong. Can they make it 3-1 and put some breathing space between them and Liverpool. Let's see. Martinelli goes forward. They have removed Arnold and replaced him with Gomez versus the Martinelli. This player, I said it at the beginning of the game that he's the player to watch on that left hand side. Gabriel will be monitored a lot by Van Dijk and Matip. Saka, they have been doubling him a lot this season, but Martinelli seemed to be that one finding ways to be effective in goal contributions, and he scored and assisted so far in this game. And the other player, which I was a player to watch from me, was Jota. He's still on the pitch, and I did also say Diaz. He assisted and came off injured. No, Liverpool have made 2 changes so far in a game. In a game that they have been better. Martin with a good tackle there. Inside to Xhaka. That should have been 3-1. That should have definitely been 3-1. Xhaka on the top of the box, free with a clear shot onto goal. Kicked it straight to Alisson, and Arsenal coming again and again and again. Arsenal pressing for that third goal. Poor pass here from Saka, and Liverpool will take a throw in from here. But great first touch from Martinelli. He won it ahead of Matip. Played it inside to Xhaka, and Xhaka would have. How did Xhaka not score that? That was a free opportunity there from Xhaka to make it 3-1. Arsenal still on the front foot. They are still pressing for the third goal. They have came out really strong in this second half. And again, it was a goal kick there for Liverpool. Great pressing there from Gabriel Jesus. He's not giving Van Dijk no chance to settle around the back. He's pressing and pressing really quick, and Liverpool restart. Arsenal win back possession quickly. Arsenal have started the second half based on how they have been playing this season. This is a better Arsenal. Over the top to Gabriel Jesus. Offside again from Arsenal. I mean, they're probing, and that's a good sign for Arsenal so far early in the second half. I think they have got at least one half chance and a clear chance from Xhaka. That's something you put in the back of the net to kill a game off. You don't get a clear shot and goal like that versus a Liverpool and kick the ball straight to the keeper. It was rather poor to me from Xhaka. Maybe he rushed it, maybe. After seeing how he finished last week versus Tottenham, I would have expected a far better finish from him there. And Arsenal cleans up at the back, and they come forward once more. I think Arsenal third goal might be coming soon. They are really pressuring and pressing to make this 3-1 early in the second half. Get the ball to Martinelli. He's not stopping at all. He keeps going 1v1 versus the defenders. Arsenal looking to be pressing a lot better than the first half. Liverpool played through the press so easy in the first half, creating a lot of problems for Arsenal defenders. The Arsenal defenders were required to do a lot more than the norm in this first half. But they seem to going after and restructure. Liverpool have made it 2-2. Great pass there and a great finish there from Firmino. And this guy always seems to score on Arsenal. And Liverpool have scored against run of play in the second half. Arsenal have enjoyed a lot more possession, but an easy break there for Liverpool through the middle. Good pass there to Firmino, and even a better finish. And Jota, I told you that player is a player to watch for Liverpool. A great pass in behind Saliba. He was blind to the run of Firmino, and even a better slot home. And the game is 2-2. Arsenal 2, Liverpool 2 early in the second half. I did predict a goal fest here, and so it is proceeding to be. Now, Shaka will be looking back at that opportunity that he got, which I think was a far easier opportunity than the one that Firmino just received and scored. Shaka will definitely be looking back to that chance that he got earlier. Whenever you get opportunities versus big teams, you never ever flops. You have to put the ball in the back of the net and kill their confidence. No, Arsenal have conceded early in the second half. Liverpool trying to play it out early to catch Arsenal on that break. Foul to Liverpool. Liverpool playing it really quick. And this is what Liverpool enjoy. Liverpool enjoys playing that fast-paced, chaotic, high-energy football. They don't want to settle the game. That's not their type of football. They want to keep it exciting. They want to keep a shootout going. And Arsenal have to kill that. Great press there again from Liverpool. They win it back. They're pressing for their first lead in this game. Salah here on the near side. Inside to Firmino. Firmino to Henderson. Henderson plays it inside to Matip. Matip presses. Cheeky pass inside. Arsenal defends effectively. And Arsenal breaks forward. Then this is definitely going to be a shootout. I'm telling you. Arsenal breaks forward on the counter. Can they make it 3-2 at the third lead of the game? Wayward pass there from Jesus will probably kill the counter attack, and Arsenal will come again. And a set piece to Arsenal. And a 50-50 game so far. I think this game will have a great ending. Arsenal haven't made a change as yet. They have fresh legs to bring in. Liverpool with 2 changes, one at halftime, one of an injury to Diaz. Liverpool have equalized early in the second half, and Arsenal here with a set piece. Great clearance from Alisson. Arsenal pick up pieces outside. Saka is being tracked. He's fouled, and a free kick on the far side for Arsenal. And Jota committed a foul there. Arsenal with a free kick. They're looking to make it their third time leading this game after going ahead twice and being pegged back by some simple attacks on Liverpool. Nothing great or beautiful. There's some simple breakaways, Good step up there from Saliba. Arsenal here on the press. Gabriel Jesus is fouled about 20 yards. He seemed to be unresponsive. They're calling on the bench really quickly. Jesus seemed to be out of it. There is worry here for Arsenal. He hasn't had one of his better games today. He's a bit off. Odegaard is down as well, but there seemed to be something seriously happened to Gabriel Jesus. This is worrying times for Arsenal. Even the Liverpool players are around him. Just goes to show that something serious is happening to Jesus at the moment. It doesn't look good. Arteta looking worried in his face. He's not happy about what he's seen at the moment. After taking the lead twice, he's pegged back twice. Definitely not something he was looking forward to. Jesus, he's sitting up now. So that's good signs there. So look at the play now. Oh, Simika's elbow seemed to have catched him. Oh, wow. Wow. Simika's elbow catched him directly in the face after a swing. Is this going to be reviewed? He's down. He's up now. We're not sure if he's going to continue. They're checking to make sure he's fine. Is this going to be reviewed? I'm not sure. Simikas is saying, sorry, bro. The hug there. Jesus makes his way to the touchline. And play restarts without Jesus on the pitch. And he's asking for a foul. Referee saying no, it wasn't a foul. So the ball was given to Arsenal to play back. It was an inbound play, I think. Arsenal on the front foot here. Martinelli down as well. He seemed to have felt awkward. He was shoved off the ball from Gomez. It's a clear foul there. Gomez had no interest to play the ball. And Jesus is back on the pitch. A throw in deep in Liverpool's half. Jesus seemed to be okay now. He's going to probably shake off that elbow he got, but it was a dangerous play that could have gotten him out of the game. Tomiyasu with a throw in here on the near side. Shaka with another great opportunity, and he boots it way over the bar, and that's a second chance for Shaka in the second half. He did well to create the space. He flicked Matip, but his shot was high and wide, and Liverpool will go forward. And I spoke about the lethal capability of both teams, and I said Liverpool is a far lethal team, and they have created minimum chances and they have scored from the minimum chances they created in clear chances. But Arsenal, they have gotten, especially in the second half here, they've gotten a couple of balls in great positions, and they haven't done well with them. They are a bit scrappy in front of goal, and that's not good. You have to be efficient in front of goal and kill off teams. Arsenal on the front foot here. Can they make it 3-2? Good pass inside to Gabriel Jesus. 3 players tracking him. He plays it. Cheeky pass to Shaka. Shaka back to Jesus. Trying to find a way to kick. He plays it outside to White. White to Saka here. To the byline. Good cut back there from White, and Arsenal pressing for another lead in this game. Ball out wide to Saka once more. Simikas doing a very good job with him. Saka plays it. Tried to place it out. It was blocked. Tamiyasu here on the near side. Arsenal pressing, they're pressing for a third goal. They are trying their best to get this lead once more. And they're trying to do so through the great Martinelli, as usual. And a goal line clearance there from Liverpool as Arsenal pressed for a third goal. And that was Simicas. So a goal line save there from Simicas, and Liverpool will restart play. Great work there from Saka. He tried to play it in. Odegaard was on the doorstep to tap in, but Simicas doing a very good job. Throwing here on the near side to Arsenal. Tamiyasu having a good game. I think having a decent game versus Salah here. Keeping Salah fairly quiet. Arsenal on the front foot again, and Arsenal they're really pushing for that third goal. I just think in the final third they're not that sharp, and I mean Liverpool probably defending good enough to keep them at bay. You know, Van Dijk and the Simicas especially doing well versus Saka on that side. Gomez coming on to add that fresh leg versus Martinelli as the Arsenal attack was being directed from that side. Arsenal surely having a lot more position here in the second half than the first half. You know, I am much happier with this than what I saw in the first half. I just need the likes of Shaka that he's getting the opportunities in the box and he's not capitalizing. I need him to capitalize on those chances. Throwing here to Arsenal. 66 minutes I've played. Game 2-2 at the moment. Jota trying to play a ball across the line there, but it was too much for the likes of Firmino and Nunes, and it's out for a throw into Arsenal. Liverpool had a break there, but they gave away position cheaply. And Arsenal will restart play. We have seen we're giving away the ball cheap have cost both teams in this game, you know, giving away those unforced position with errors. Two-thirds of the game played, 2 to Arsenal, 2 to Liverpool. It was definitely going to be a shootout as I predicted in this game based on the Liverpool lineup, and based on Arsenal tend to concede a lot, you know, even when they're dominating. So no surprise here to see both teams scoring on multiple occasions. Fabinho warming. This is a great quality coming off the bench for the likes of Liverpool. This is their third change coming. They're also bringing on, I think it's Coyote or Konate. What is his name again? I think it's the defender. So this is quite strange. Arsenal building here, trying to build another opportunity. They're taking their time with the position, moving it around, you know, waiting on those spaces to arise to try and pressure. Great ball there wide to Saka, and he will go up against the Simicas once more. He's doubled now by Thiago. Dribble by 1, dribble by 2. He plays it out to White. White inside to Thomas Partey. Partey on the near side to Tamiyasu. And great ball there to Martinelli. Martinelli tries to play it back. Gomez did a great job with the block, and the block ricochet off Martinelli for a goal kick. And that was a good opportunity there. Shaka with a good inside pass, a better attempt by Martinelli could have caused a chance. Matip is coming off. So I guess the defensive change is like for like. So Konate will come in for Matip. That's two defensive change on the right side of Liverpool's defense. Exactly where the two goals came from. And Salah is also off for Fabinho. So I think more stability to the team. I think Klopp is protecting what he has right now rather than going for it. I think those two change the sign of stability. You're putting on a fresh defender and also a defensive midfielder for an out and out attacker. So clear signs there from Klopp. He's looking to keep what he have, and if he can get anything more, it would be a bonus. Arsenal, no change as yet. They're still looking to win this game. They want to go back to the top of the table. A foul there on White on the far side. Fabinho with his first involvement in the game, the foul on Ben White from Arsenal. That's what he's here for. He's here to break up the plays, throwing to Liverpool. Why is it that Liverpool pushing Arsenal to give away these very cheap positions? Another poor outing for the likes of Salah. And Firmino is booked. Liverpool starts to play with Jota here, plays it wide to Tsimikas. Tsimikas have had a good game. I think Tsimikas is one of the better players for Liverpool today. I think without his efforts, Liverpool would probably be out of this game already. Great tackle here from Arsenal. They win the back. They're pushing forward. Good change of play from Thomas Partey. A very poor pass there from Jesus, and it kills Arsenal counter attack. And they have been doing that all day. This poor passing. And they restart from the back going forward. Can they make it 3-2? Martinelli finds space here. He cuts in. He turns back. He plays it to Xhaka. Xhaka, great block there from Konate. That could have easily been 3-2 with the ball play across the line from Xhaka there. Great attack here from Arsenal again. Arsenal looking like the favorites to go ahead and win this game should they continue to press and create these half chances. One of them just might find itself in. Arsenal starts possession once more. They're pressuring, they're pushing forward, they're pressing for the third goal. Klopp's sign would have been clear and obvious based on his changes. He's protecting what he has. Arsenal yet to make a change. Good ball down the line. Good cutback from Xhaka. No one did pick up the pieces. Saka here with a chance. Keeper out the box. Great save there from Alisson and Gabriel with the follow-up. And a double and triple chance there. Martinelli with an early shot. Plays it wide to Xhaka. Can he provide that good pass across the line? Did he? Is that a penalty? Odegaard seemed to be fouled in the box and a penalty was called to Arsenal. They were pressing. They have been probing. They have been pushing for that third goal. It is quite obvious what Arsenal's intent is, and that's to get the third goal, and that's to go on and try to win this game. Great ball in from Xhaka. Odegaard, Gabriel Jesus there. I think he was ahead of Thiago. Thiago seemed to have kicked Jesus here, and that's a penalty. I think it will be a penalty. It will stand after the review, and Arsenal with another opportunity to take the lead. But there's a bust up here between Gabriel, the defender, Shaka, and another Liverpool player. They're telling Shaka to keep calm. I think he should, as he have the advantage at the moment with the penalty kick. He should relax. Don't get ahead of yourself, Thiago, trying to make a claim that he did not foul the player. But I think at this point, VAR would have already reviewed that, and I think the penalty is approved. Shaka walking away from the mix. He's going to be addressed by the referee. I don't think they will get booked. But I think it all started from Gabriel and Henderson, and Shaka stepped in to defend Gabriel. Henderson would have shoved Gabriel, and Shaka went in to defend his teammate. And Arsenal with another opportunity here to take the lead. Who will it be? And Saka will step up to take the penalty. And we have seen where Saka has been under a lot of pressure, in these penalty situations. We've seen, I think he missed one for England and all. So this is a big moment for him and his career. Very big. We have seen where Foden have scored a beautiful goal yesterday for Man City, and I think he himself and Foden is all in the mix to start for England, and that's 3 to Arsenal. This is the score that I predicted. There's a lot of time left in the game, but we all know great penalty, great confidence, very good penalty there from Arsenal, and Saka, beautiful. He scores the second of the game. And the pressing and the pressuring from Arsenal in the past 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it was evident that this third goal might be coming. I said it's going to find itself in at some point, and it came through a penalty, a bad tackle from Thiago. I think it was a desperation tackle because Arsenal kept coming, and Liverpool found it a lot difficult of a task to stop the numerous attacks that were coming in. As such, it was a very lazy tackle and a deserving lead from Arsenal based on the second half. I think both teams, Liverpool did score against run play, but Arsenal, definitely improved a lot in the second half. What kind of penalty that? Gabriel was ahead of Thiago. Thiago didn't play the ball. He actually kicked Gabriel. Maybe Gabriel, made the most of it, but he was kicked. He was kicked. If you look back at it, you see he was kicked. Gabriel was ahead of him when the ball was played across. But I mean, the consistent pressure and countless attacks, it was going to come in some way, shape, or form. I think Thiago got lazy in the tackle. It might be soft. I mean, as I'm saying, it might be soft penalty, but if you notice, it was only Thiago disputing. He didn't see teammates disputing much. VAR didn't take any much time to review it either, but he was kicked. Liverpool here on the press for a third equalizer in this game. Liverpool with a set piece. They will try to equalize once more. Van Dijk moving forward. Tomiyasu is the one that played it behind for a corner kick. He was unsure of what is going on behind him. Liverpool played it safe as the corner kick was defended effectively by Arsenal. No, this is crunch time of the game. It lasts 30 minutes plus stoppage time. This is called managing games at the moment. Arsenal, the players plus the coach, you're leading 3-2 with 15 minutes to go. Let's see how you manage a game of this caliber for your season. This is an important game early on. After 9 games, you have the opportunity. You're leading 3-2. Liverpool, since that goal, Liverpool have pressed a lot. A great ball across the goal. Gabriel panicked, booted out for a throw in, but it was a great ball across the goal from Liverpool. Since they have conceded, they have created a lot more before 10 minutes, within 10 minutes before the goal. So I don't know why they were sitting back that deep if they still had the quality to come forward. And it's showing here. They are the one now pressing. They're sharing the position around, trying to pick until they find a space to go in behind Arsenal. But Arsenal have improved a lot in the second half, as I said. I think they did deserve a goal from what I've seen. It may be a soft penalty, as Nico is suggesting. I mean, I would probably say the same if it was Arsenal who conceded that penalty. So no arguments there. So Liverpool trying here to build and create an opportunity for a third equalizer in this game. I did predicted a goal fest, based on both lineups, based on the history of both teams, based on the current form, plus the pedigree of the team out of form, and based on both teams defending. That they just don't defend effectively all the time, Liverpool with another change, and this is Liverpool's 5th change, while Arsenal is yet to make one. And Jota is off. He have had a very good game in my view. He set up one of the goals, but despite that, he have been the key in beating Arsenal's press with his quick touch and quick turns and early passes. He has been very good, especially when he's in the number 10 role. He did great in the first half. I think losing Diaz, and he had to come wide. Kind of they lost that ability that Jota was providing in the middle alongside Thiago. I don't think Firmino gave them that since he came on. He scored for them, but I don't think he gave them the same fluidity and the passing and the link-up plays that Jota did in the first half. And I think that kind of cost Liverpool more possession and more dominance that they would have had in the first half. Arsenal took the game in the second half. I think Arsenal have been a better team in this second half. Scrappy from both teams at the moment. Offside there. Nunes, I think he's offside at least 5-6 times in this game so far. And Arsenal finally will make a substitution. And Odegaard will make way for Tierney. So this is an intent. No, with the lead, we definitely see what Arteta is up to. He's definitely planning to defend what he has, and that's a lead. Odegaard makes way. Odegaard, a very quiet game. Had to do a lot more running than the usual. Didn't get the ball on his feet in spaces he wanted for the most part. So this may be back 5 for Arsenal. Let's see how will they set up, adding an extra defender for a playmaker per se. It could also be 4-4-2 with Saka going deeper to join the midfield and only play 2 forward. But let's see. I think it is more likely to be a 5-4-1 or 5-3-2. Let's see. Let's just watch to see how they proceed to set up with the extra defender. 83 minutes played. Arteta is very energetic on the line. He's trying to direct his ship as much as he can as Arsenal 3-2 up with 83 minutes gone on the clock. Good flick there from Thiago. Thiago has had a very brilliant game. Technically, he has taken this game by storm, and I have to commend him for that. I think Thiago did what he needed to do. Klopp from the get go, I don't think his starting lineup was any structure to stop Arsenal from scoring 3 goals. Though I definitely saw Arsenal scoring 3 goals in this game. Definitely did, and they're pressing for a fourth. And I think a fourth will basically kill off the game at the moment. I'm not seeing much signs from Liverpool to stop Arsenal at the moment. Good ball later, just inside. He's holding his composure, not giving away the position he's in. That is very good. That is what you call game management. You don't rush to take a shot, leading with a couple minutes leave to give away the football when you can easily keep position for another half a minute or a minute. Ball here on the near side to Tomiyasu, and they're still with the position because he opted to show some composure and did not rush to take the shot. He was at a very acute angle. More than likely, he wouldn't come off productively. And Arsenal have kept position since then, and they're still spreading it from left to right. Running a lot of time on the clock. It's too early to waste time, yes, but it's best to keep your team working without the ball than rushing to give them the ball. On the near side, Tomiyasu again, he plays it early. Good turn there from Tierney. He plays it out. Back to Tomiyasu again. Tomiyasu over the top to Gabriel. And Alisson finally picks up position for Liverpool. So that's good game management from good block there from Saliba, from Gabriel Jesus. That's at least a minute run off the clock by just not rushing into play that will not necessarily be productive, especially this time of the game. 85 minutes played. Great ball there, spread wide over the top to White, and White beats one, screws it too deep, flicks on by Gomez to Martinelli. He's taking his time. He's in no rush. Konate comes out to him. Martinelli keeping position, plays it inside to Shaka. Shaka plays it back to Martinelli. Arsenal just playing it around. I think they're managing the game at the moment. I think that's the plan right now. Not to rush forward. A bad pass there from Shaka, gave away position. Tomiyasu picks up the pieces. Partey, he shows composure again, not rushing forward. Simple pass to Shaka. Shaka back to Gabriel. Gabriel to Saliba. And Arsenal managing the game effectively here. They're showing a lot of position. They're passing it around. They're in no rush to give Liverpool position off the ball. Long ball there forward. And Liverpool wins a free kick in the middle of the pitch. Shaka there with the foul. Liverpool starts quickly. And Fabinho will try to build here from deep. Plays it to Konate. To Gomez on the near side. Back to Konate. Martinelli presses Gomez. He plays it back to Alisson. And Arsenal will win a throw in here after a bad flick from Firmino. Arsenal restarts play. 87 minutes gone. 3-2 to Arsenal. I did predict a 3-2 win. There's still a lot of time here for a fourth goal from Arsenal or an equalizer for Liverpool. So let's see if Arsenal can keep this lead and fire themselves back to the top of the table. Liverpool will definitely want to prevent that. As things stand, they're 14 points behind Arsenal at the moment. Liverpool pressing here for an equalizer. Fabinho with a lot of space and Gomez plays it in. Liverpool with a half-hearted penalty shot. The ball is still in the box, Scrappy. Arsenal plays it out. Tierney with a good clearance there. Soft call there from Liverpool. I think he fell to the ground quite easily. Let's see. Yeah, he fell to the ground quite easily. Tierney actually pulled out of the tackle. Ball is still in Arsenal's box. Scrappy defending there. They finally gets it out. 88 minutes played. They have to keep their heads and their composure and get the ball upfield to bring the team out the pitch. Liverpool pressing here for an equalizer. They're pressing. They're passing it around. They're pushing for that elite equalizer. They're trying to pin Arsenal back by their movement and floating of the passes around and across the box. And Arsenal plays it out once more. Liverpool again. Good composure there back to Ramsdale, and Arsenal will be happy they finally break that momentum, because Liverpool, they were pressuring, they were pressing, they were probing, to try and nick something in the box there. They could have easily gotten a penalty too. There was a shout there, but I think Arsenal dealt with it quite effectively. Poor defending here from Van Dijk. He allowed the ball to go through to Alisson, but Gabriel Jesus came through and intercepted. Now Van Dijk trying to force Gabriel to get up. Now don't show your frustration on your opponent when you were the one that made the mistake initially. And it's a corner to Arsenal, as the ball was actually played off Van Dijk's head after the interception. I mean, Gabriel just went in there and make his presence felt. He went in the middle of the tackle and, got all three of them to clash, and the ball was played out by Van Dijk. So a set piece here to Arsenal. And Gabriel Jesus is pulled. I think he should. He have gotten a lot of knocks today. It wasn't one of his better games this season, I would say. And I honestly didn't expect it to be either. As I said, I think he was getting a lot of attention, and that's going to open up the doors for Martinelli. And it did happen that way. Martinelli with a goal and assist. And Gabriel Jesus off for Nketiah. Nketiah young, fresh, full of energy. 3-2 up Arsenal. 5 minutes at a time. The referee is addressing something between the players. I don't know what it is exactly, but Gabriel is upset about something. And that's what the initial issue with Xhaka earlier. It was Henderson that shoved Gabriel. I think both of them are clashing again. So you might have to pay close attention to these two at the moment. Referee now went going to Klopp to address something. Oh, he's talking to Klopp and Arteta. I think he might be warning them about these two players, because they have been going at it, and it seemed to be off the ball situations, because none of them were involved in the clash between Van Dijk, Gabriel, and that's Jesus and Alisson. The other Gabriel is a defender. It was way off. So I don't know what is it that Henderson and Gabriel the defender, what is it that they are always clashing about? There must be some things happening off the ball, and that's very serious. You can easily be sent off for situations like that. So they have to keep a cool head. 3 minutes to go. Corner kick to Arsenal. They seem short corner in Nketiah. Arsenal clears it. Throw into Liverpool. Arteta not happy with what has happened. I wouldn't be happy either. I mean, Nketiah shouldn't have played the ball out so quickly. Just try to hold it in the corner for a while. 93 minutes played, 2 minutes to go. Run the clock. Run the clock as much as you can. Liverpool comes out with Fabinho. Fabinho spreads it wide on the far side. Liverpool is fouled here by White. White is trying to make a claim for himself that wasn't the case, but it seemed like a foul from here, and Simicas not happy with the tackle. And Saka will make way. I guess Arteta have left all his changes to be made in injury time, and the technical player of Vera is coming on. I watched this play a couple times. He seems really positive as a midfielder. He drives in the box. He takes a lot of shots. He can be a very dangerous player. And Arteta send him out wide to the far side. So not in his usual number 10 role. I think he's going out to play on the flank that Saka was playing. Good touch there from Gabriel on the near side to Martinelli. There's so many Gabriel on this side. Martinelli plays it back to Tierney. Tierney, he has time. He plays it to Ramsdale. And this is running the clock very well. 94 minutes played. Seconds to go in this one. Arsenal 3-2. As I have predicted, will this finish an Arsenal win? And will Arsenal go back to the top of the table? 8 win from 9 games. They are looking to make it at the moment. City and Pep will be watching this one, hoping for a draw at the least, so his team can remain at the top. Alisson with a long ball over the top, plays it long to Darren Núñez. Good clearance there from White, booted back up the pitch, closer to the corner flag, and that's a very good throw-in to concede from Arsenal. Martinelli calls him up the pitch. He's still running. He's a kid that is willing to play and play out his heart. Shaka telling the team to step up in the game and press. 5 minutes already played, seconds going, 5 minutes, 20 seconds played. Liverpool trying to play out of this press with their throw-in. Another one on the far side. Arsenal keeping Liverpool at bay. A throw-in again to Liverpool on the half-line. Liverpool pressing for that late equalizer. And a throw-in to Arsenal. This should be it. Once this is played in, it should be it for this game. Arsenal should go back to the top of the table with this 3-2 victory. Why didn't I put money on this 3-2 though, I should have. I definitely should have. Arteta being warned by the fourth official. I guess Arteta is arguing about the time, maybe. It's 96 minutes played now. And Arsenal on the front foot though. So that's a good sign for Arteta. He has to be calm on the sideline. A free kick here for Arsenal, deep inside the Liverpool's half. And this should be it. I think that's it. That is 3 points. And that's Gabriel Martinelli pulling that foul. And my Arsenal player to watch, my favorite player of this game, man of the match game for me, Martinelli, has produced. I think he have done enough this game to prove that he's a great player. We expected him to be for years now. Arsenal, 3 players are on a free kick. I doubt they will take this free kick to directly to the goal, and it's a throw into Liverpool on the far side, close to the corner flag. They are hurrying things. Referee sends it back as they are pushing too much forward. They throw the ball to Alisson. Alisson boots it upfield. 97 minutes played. I don't understand why so many times played. It was just 2 change. 2 change and nothing else happened in the half. Why is it that the game is still being played after 97 minutes? There's no way you add 2 minutes for 2 substitutions. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. 97 minutes and 20 seconds played. And the only thing happened in this half was 2 substitutions. Liverpool on the front foot. They're trying to make use of this extra time that they were provided. Firmino inside. Clearance on top of the box of Fabinho. Shot blocked. Headed out again once more. And Gabriel booted out to Konate. And the game is finished. And Arteta jumps high like a happy kid And there we go. As I've predicted, 3-2 Arsenal win. A soft penalty, as I've seen said by a Liverpool player. And I would assume, not assume, I would agree in some regard that yeah, it may be a soft penalty, but he was touched after he played the ball. He was second to the ball basically, and that pressure that Arsenal applied in the second half, especially in the mid first 15-20 minutes into the middle of the second half, that was coming. I think the goal was always coming in some way, shape, or form. In the end, I think both teams didn't create enough to change the aspect of it after that. Arsenal didn't create any clear chance after that. Liverpool neither. Liverpool, I think with Klopp change, he was trying to, keep what he have at all with the double change and bringing the defensive structure from early. I think it was way too early. I think Liverpool could still found a way to pick Arsenal and got a goal because they got two easy goals basically, one from a throw in and another one from a simple pass through the middle. So I think he could have went for it. I think Klopp was a bit, not so confident of his team this time around, and he went defensive way too early, in my view. While Arsenal, they kept they lived the same level what they're probing and pressuring and pushing for that third goal, and they eventually got it. And the changes were eventually provided deep in the second half, just to run the clock a bit, just to shake off the nerves and to keep the game calm and not too active and busy. And at the moment, with that win, I don't know. I think, am I surprised? No, because Arsenal have been playing brilliant. Have anything changed from me for the season regarding Arsenal? No, it's the same thing that I've started out with, and it doesn't change. For those who were waiting on a Tottenham beaten or a Liverpool beaten, for me to think that, for them, to have a different aspect and different thought of Arsenal, you're too late. And it goes to show that, obviously, I know some people didn't have faith in Arsenal, but you're late to what we have seen this season. We have seen a difference in the players this season and the attitude out there on the pitch, even before beating Tottenham and beating Liverpool. We have seen it. This is just to prove to you guys and to all the other persons that had doubts in whatever change that we saw, that the few saw in the attitude of the players. This is just a confirmation or an enlightenment for people that didn't see that this team is actually a different team with attitude and how they are playing. Next season for the Reds, no, the season early same way, Monique. Don't say that. Jeff, good game, but Liverpool off the pace, but defensively, yeah. I think Klopp should have still went for the game. I think he went defensive way too early. Because Arsenal, it shows by the 2 goals that was scored. They're always there for the picking. I think losing Diaz early though, made a big impact on the game in my view. Even though he scored one after, I think with him on the left and Jota playing the number 10 role, he was really effective in the role. Jota in that number 10 role, he was really effective. He was causing a lot of problems with how Arsenal defended and pressed. His touches with Thiago and his movement in touches made Arsenal pressing look like a joke in the first half. So losing Diaz, I have to push Jota to the flank. I think bringing Firmino at the number 10 role, he wasn't as effective as Jota. And here they're showing the penalty again. I think Jesus actually bought that penalty. I don't think he was touched to be, acting like that. And this is something in the game that we have seen a lot these days. How can the football and the laws of football have to prevent this? It's very difficult, It's very difficult as the referee to dare and judge knowing when a player is acting or when he's not acting. It was a good game. The team more deserving and wanted him more one. I think Klopp should have just continue to go for it. I think he and his changes kind of same thing you were saying about Arsenal. I think Klopp changes really allowed Arsenal to press until they got the goal. Because after the changes were made, Liverpool actually stopped going forward. That was it. The only time Liverpool started to try and go forward was after they conceded again. So I think Klopp is out of it as well at the moment. I think he even with not having effective backup for the likes of Arnold and players that are not playing well, he has to take some accountability for that because remember, you're the one, you're the one building this team, you're the one, guiding this team. And you have to keep every player hungry, you have to keep every player working. And if you have an Arnold on the pitch knowing that no matter how bad he plays, he has to start, it's not going to change that easily. He's going to continue to give you the mediocre performances because he knows that next week coming, he's going to start. And he probably score a free kick and he was like, answer the critics, But that's not the case. The critics is not about him scoring, and not about him providing assists. The critics is about him helping his team to win games. And here your team scored 2 without you producing any of those goals. And you still lost 3-2 while you were in and around the areas where 2 of these goals were scored. So, yes, you are good going forward, but going forward is not a problem for your team. But your team will score goals. You're Liverpool. But at the moment, you're conceding way too much. Liverpool have always conceded, but for this season, it's really, really bad. Even with the likes of Van Dijk around there, he brought at least 2 strong, solid seasons of defensive work with the team. I mean, their midfield was a lot to do with that as well, with their pressing and how they win by the ball and how they supported the backline. But from last season coming to this season, and especially this season now, it has been really poor defensively. And as a defender, your first, as a player, your first option and the objective on the field is to win. And you do whatever it takes as a player to win. So if Klopp put you out there to square the ball all day, and that is better for your team to win, then Klopp should come and say that. Say, he doesn't expect you to defend, but he doesn't come and say that. He come and say he thinks Trent is judged unfairly. He thinks Trent is a good enough defender, but he has a lot to learn and all of that. So that's not the case. The case is that Klopp expects him to defend as well, because he come and he said it. He said he defends good, but not all the time. He do make mistakes and he's a lot to learn. So we're going to call him out on it. Our center defenders are not the issue, or defensive midfield and wings. And that I understand that, Jeff. I know that the Van Dijk and the Matip, or whoever play beside him, may not be the big issue. It's the midfield, as you say, and the wing backs are the wingers. But Liverpool had these problems, as in defensive problems, for years. They always concede and sometimes concede a lot. But when Van Dijk came in the team, there was something about the team and his presence and how he led from the back. Because we have seen cases where even the Van Dijk made mistakes around the back in recent times. Even last season, he was off for a good period. I'm telling you, I've seen it where he have played, off the ball, off the pace for a while. So he's not the biggest problem. As center backs are not the biggest problem, but I think, with the difference that he made when he was introduced, he's just not there anymore. So by you saying this now, it goes to you're actually taking away some of the credit that we'd have thrown to him in the past, in those 2 solid seasons. When you're saying it's the midfielders, it's the midfielders and the wingers. That means he was not required to do much then, because the midfield did the job for him, and the wingbacks were doing the job for him at that time. No, I don't think so. I think he was called upon a lot, and he steadied that ship from the back. Great in those 2 first seasons. I think last season coming to this season, he's not been that simple. I think it was since he got a long injury. Since he got the long injury the time, and since he came back, he has not been the same. I think it was season before last, he came back late. And I think he had a couple of games where a lot of goals were scored on the team. when he came back late. And then it followed through into last season where they weren't good defensively. I think in the starting of the season, which is why they had to play catch up to Man City, they were not good defensively. And it has started that way this season again. He's just not the same player since he picked up that long-term injury. I don't know if you remember it, but he did pick up a long injury, and Liverpool has not been the same since. The best defender Liverpool Football Club has is AB1. AB1. Who's AB1? Robertson offers a level of tenacity and leadership that helps the midfielders and defenders. It changes Liverpool and goal system, not to mention Mane not being it. I mean, I'm really Liverpool is Liverpool. Liverpool has a lot of great players. I'm looking past Mane. For all of August and all of September, they've been blaming Liverpool defensive problems and the likes of Mane absence. I think Robertson now is a player that has a lot of fight and he doesn't stop run, and they miss him a lot. Definitely. But he was there earlier in the season when they were scrappy as well. They were winless for a moment and all of that. And Robertson, he was playing. So even though I know his quality and I know what he's capable of, he was definitely not at his, well, maybe he was playing well, let's say, but the team still wasn't producing. So with him and Mane not being there on the left side, maybe without two of them, then it's a bigger miss at the moment. But in recent times, they have been on a little better form than the start of the season when they were losing and conceding to the likes of Fulham. They did draw 3 with Brighton last week. Brighton's a fairly good team. But I don't think I'm trying to move past the Mane situation because yes, Mane press good, but I don't think pressing is their problem. Pressing from the left side, I don't think that's their biggest problem. Because I think Diaz, the player that replaced Mane, is Diaz really on the left side, right? And I think he's doing a better job than most of the others. Whether it's by pressing, whether it's by trying to create and running and all of that. He's covering a lot more miles than the likes of Salah. But I think it's just a team thing. I think a Liverpool fan has told me recently that they think the team is drained. They played a lot of football last season. I think they played every match possible because they went to 4 finals. So every competition that they were in, they played every single game possible. And I think it's the first team to do that. So he's stating that the team is drained at the moment. They called back for preseason just like a regular team, even though they played so much football. So are they drained? You know, that pressing that they did and the high energy football that they played for 3, 4, 5 seasons, is it catching up on them now and the players know? Is it that Klopp did not rebuild properly enough to ensure that isn't that Klopp did not rebuild enough to ensure that some players will eventually start to lose the legs and there are young players coming through that would replace them? Did it take too long to bring in some of the younger players and even academy players? Maybe. I mean, there are a lot of things that can cause it, and I think the team has reached their peak and exceeded. Team has improved overall, but it looks like a complete different system as of late, especially using a centre forward has taken a lot away from our midfield and ball defense. There's too much changes. And the changes come because of the negative results. I mean, if you're going to lose so much games and drop so much points, at some point you have to try and make a change. And I think that is what's causing him to be this. Remember, Klopp is not a man that usually makes so much changes, you know. Klopp will use the same team. Klopp will use the same team for the whole season if he has to. So at this point, we're living to see Klopp making changes to formations and to how he lines up his teams and taking off Arnold half time and taking off Salah. It's signs that he's desperate himself and he's out of ideas. I think he need to add. He tried to get a midfielder in Arthur Miller. Arthur Miller ended up did a surgery since week, so he's out for a while. So reinforcement, he definitely needed that, and I don't think the team have been and they have been good at recruiting in recent times, but for last season coming to this season, they haven't prepared properly, and I think they're doing some bad deal. I think the what's a player that went to PSG that scored 2 goals on Barcelona Champions League semifinal. I think he's a player that shouldn't allow to leave without getting a perfect replacement and leaving and letting Mane go. I mean, they did get Nunes and Diaz, but I didn't allow Mane to go too easy. Like, honestly, I think so. I didn't feel like the Liverpool fought to keep him, and maybe it's backfiring, you know? Maybe it's just that it's backfiring. But with all that said, Liverpool will be Liverpool. They will still win games here and there, and they will come about at some point. It was just not going to be against Arsenal, and this Arsenal team at this moment, they purchased desperation money. That's when you're desperate. You go out there and you say you need a midfielder, and at that time, Thiago was injured. Melo is a ball playing midfielder, so Melo is not even a player that is going to come and add like fight to the team. He's not that type of player anyway. So I don't think Melo would make much of a difference, to be honest. Yeah, he's on loan, yeah, but I don't think he make much of a difference, honestly, Melo. But great game of football. You know, I think Liverpool came and they tried. I just don't think Klopp believed in his team, and that's kind of weird because Klopp is a person that good people person, good man management. I don't know. Klopp is out of it too. That's true, but I mean, as I said, they're just desperate. I mean, he was training at some point, you know, so he was an injury that he was probably on his way back to full fitness. So maybe they didn't have a choice. The market is weird. Arsenal deserve the win, and I could have used the youthful exuberance. It was a game of two halves to me. Liverpool were the better team in the first half. Arsenal definitely was a better team in the second half. So it came down to who created more and finished their chances. Arsenal scored 2 in the half that they were probably the less, effective team based on the whole gameplay. But they scored 2, and in the next half, 1-1, both teams scored. So yeah, I think it's a fair result. I think the better team and who wanted it more on the day, as Nico said, won it. I think Arsenal had more purpose to win the game. They want to go back to the top of the table. They want to prove to people that, hello, we can play. We're not just here to beat up small teams. We come to compete with the bigger teams too. So I think Arsenal had more purpose to win that game though. They had something to look forward to. While Liverpool motivation was keeping Arsenal, as they're beating the stick, are trying to cut the lead from 11 to 8 points. Like, those motivation are not really, driving. But Arsenal, they want to go back to the top of the table. They have something to prove to a lot of people that needed to see them beat Tottenham and Liverpool before they can say, oh yes, Arsenal look like they can play some ball this season. Some people, they needed to see that. So they have a lot to prove to those kind of people and to prove to themselves that we are ready. He's injury prone though. Yeah, he has a lot of injury. As I said, Monica, I don't know why, but I think it was just a desperate move from Klopp. Can you remember he had a lot of injuries still now? He had Henderson out, Thiago out. I think at some point Fabinho was out, Konate out, Matip. There was a lot of injuries throughout the team. Firmino out, so he just needed bodies. Maybe we can get an injured player to solve injury problems. I myself, I've seen my team, go through a lot of injury concerns and for years and years and years. So I definitely understand what you guys are saying, but I do think it was desperation. It could be nothing else but desperation. You think about it, They don't make any sense from our eyes, but at the end of the day, they wanted to bring in a body to quote unquote help the team, and they did, and it turned out to be, in the negative light, as he's now going through surgery and all of that. But great win to Arsenal. Great win. They're back to the top of the table, and that is a good sign for all Gunners fans like myself. We came out and win. And honestly, in a lot of moments, it was a very scrappy game, though. I don't know if you guys realize if you're watching it, but for a lot of moments in the game, it was very scrappy. Where does LFC finish the season? Let me try to remember. I think initially I had Liverpool. I think I had Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Tottenham fourth. And I said, with a great season, Arsenal second and Liverpool third. So based on how they're playing now, I would probably say Liverpool will still finish third in the table. Eventually, they will get it right. So I still have them to finish third. I don't think they are too far away from everybody. When they once they get that rhythm and get that run going, get some wins on the throttle. Most teams will lose points just the same. So it's a long season. It's just 9 games played. They can still come back into the top 4 in my view. So I'll add them right now. Initially, I had them to finish second, and I said a very strong season for Arsenal would have Arsenal finish second. But my initial prediction for Arsenal was third. But based on how the season started, I would switch them and put Arsenal second, Liverpool third. So based on what I've seen, I think they will find it eventually. Brighton will fall eventually. Tottenham is just not a team that you can depend on. Over the years, they will eventually start losing points here and there. Everybody keeps talking about Conte this, Conte that, and I think Conte is getting away with a lot. Because if Pep team plays the way Conte is playing, he's gonna get criticized. If Arteta and Arsenal start to play a certain way, Arsenal is being criticized no one they're winning. But yes, the Conte is getting a pass every week, whether he draw a game or he lose a game or he wins a game scrappy. He's get credit every week. Like, remember, they have a very great coach. He's a very great coach, but the team is just not playing well. So he will drop points here and there, and I just don't believe in Tottenham generally. They just never get the job done, really. Never. So I still have them fourth, and I will have Liverpool third now. I'll make a shift now, put Liverpool third. Yeah, and we all know the top two. Top two will be fighting it out for maybe the rest of the season. Let's hope. But Man U, let's see Man U line up now. I had Martial to start over Sancho in this game. Let's see if he will start. Let's look at the Manchester United lineup. So great win. Martinelli, the player that I had to watch to keep an eye on. He's the man of the match from the Premier League. Definitely should be the man of the match. Well deserved from Martinelli. He had a great game. He got the likes of Arnold pulled off at halftime. So that's when you know you are effective as a player. When you play Euro marking, it has to go early. Don't come back out of the dressing room in any gear to play football. So that's very good from why am I here? Arsenal. So results? No, fixtures, sorry. Let's see Manchester United lineup. I had Sancho to be benched today based on what I've seen in the past 2 games. I think Martial have earned his right to start. So Lindelof starts with Martinez. Varane still out. Dalot, Luke Shaw completes the backline. Fernandes, Rashford, Eriksen, Casemiro starts. Whoa, over the young guy, Anthony and Martial. As I've seen, Anthony, Martial, and Rashford will play up front. Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, and Eriksen in the middle. For Everton, Pickford back, Tarkowski, Mikalenko, Coleman, and Connor Cody in the back line. They have been very defensive this season, very good defensively at that. Anona, Alex Iwobi, and Gaye, Idrissa Gaye, whoever you want to pronounce his name, in the midfield and up front, Gardner Gray and Mape. Gardner, very electric player. Gray as well, very good players. So Varane makes the bench. He picked up a knock recently. He didn't start. Malaysia has been pulled to the bench, and also McTominay, their usual starters in this team. So let's see how those couple tweaks in the lineup from Ten Hag will go up against the very strong defensive structure of Everton. Based on form, Everton unbeaten in the last 5. Manchester United was unbeaten until they were thrashed 6-3 last week by Manchester City. Everton lost 2 games so far this season. Manchester United 3, they haven't drawn. So we've seen that it's one or the other for Manchester United, while Everton have drawn at least 4 games. So quite balanced here with the clean sheets. Average goal conceded per match, less than 1 for Everton, at least 2 for Manchester United. So this can be a worry for Manchester United. They keep to concede a lot. Players to watch: Rashford, great form this season thus far. Iwobi have been in the center of things for Everton, the ex-Arsenal player. He has been good for them this season. I watched it a couple of times, and he has been, driving that energy and all that possession from midfield. So let's see how will they perform against Manchester United. But the big news today is that Arsenal have beat Liverpool for the first time in a very long while to go back to the top of the Premier League table. And Arsenal fans were confident of this. They were confident their team could win. Some understood, that this is one of their jinx team, their bogey teams that just always find a way to beat us. But we came away with the win nonetheless. It was a shootout as I've expected. I predicted a 3-2 win, and it did finish like that. Martinelli, my player to watch, he's man of the match. Saka with a double. Players that were standing for Liverpool was the likes of Thiago. He was great in the first half, but as soon as he lost Jota in that middle with him, it was kind of flat from Liverpool. So Jota and Thiago, I really, really think they were the best players on the pitch for Liverpool. Tsimikas did a great job against Saka for some part, but the fact that your player, the player that you're supposed to be marking, score a double, it dropped some points for me regarding who is the top players for Liverpool. I have to say, the player that you're controlling or you should be tracking should not be scoring multiple goals to beat your side. And even if you're having a good game, you should try your best to stop that. And he didn't. So Thiago and Jota, for the most part, were the better players in my view for Liverpool. Otherwise, defensively, they're all over the place. Most of the pressure came from Arsenal left-hand side, which is the side that Arnold and Matip was. So Van Dijk was basically, spectators to a couple of the goals. And you have to do that as a team. You have to know your team weaknesses and approach those ends of the pitch. But at the moment, Arsenal 8 wins from 9 games. Liverpool, City, they have 1-7 and drew 2. Yeah, they drew with Newcastle and Aston Villa. So they're on 23 points. Spurs, from their 9 games, they have lost to Arsenal, drew against Chelsea. So they won I think they drew 2 more. Yeah. Not don't remember exactly who else they drew with, but I think they win 6 and drew 2. They drew with Chelsea and someone else and lost to Arsenal. So Chelsea back to winning ways this weekend. They won 3-0. They're keeping up with the pace. A game in hand would win that game, would bring them in touching distance of Spurs. So nonetheless, the table is not as far as everyone is letting it seem. This is within 4 points with third place, and within 5 with fourth place if Chelsea win their game in hand. I think after that now is when the gap opens. Manu with 2 games in hand, winning these 2 games bring it to also 18 points, not far off. So I guess in the next couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, we will definitely see where will a lot of teams stand going into double figures, 10, 11, 12 games of the season. That's pulling close to half a season. So we'll definitely see the table taking shape to a certain extent. Liverpool here, they're still intent. A really good result from Everton will pull Liverpool down the table to 11th with a draw or a win from Everton today. So yeah, so the Manchester United game has started. Should I watch this one? Should I watch the first half? Maybe. I might just watch the first half of this game. Let's see. Hold on. How long have I been here? 3 hours? Nah. No Manu. Next time. So thank you guys for joining me here. Thank you for your comments and being involved in the stream and all and being here. Please do remember and like the video, share the link, so others can be aware of the platform and join us as well. And I'll see you in another one. And guess what? Arsenal is back on top of the table. Thank you. We play Liverpool, we play Tottenham, we play Manchester United. And we're top of the table after 9 games, and I think that's very good of my team, and I'm very humble but confident, and I'm enjoying how the team is playing. Today, the first half today was the first I've watched Arsenal this season, and another team controlled the game, and I didn't like that. So when we came out in the second half and we, controlled the game that we normally do, I said, yes, now this is my team, and I enjoyed it, and they got a reward for it. As a Liverpool fans say, the soft penalty, maybe it is, but such is life. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. You get luck on your side. Other than that, we march on, and 8 wins from 9 games is very, very good so far this season. I've seen a difference in my team, and I'm enjoying my team. They have things to fix. They were pressured today, and they've made a lot of mistakes in the first half, a lot of poor passes and scrappy defending. And Gabriel, once again, he had to give up a goal. I mean, let's see. Arteta must seize this, that we need to find a defender that can play alongside Saliba, because Gabriel is not it. He is not it. But grateful for what we have achieved so far this season, and we move on to the next game. We have a game midweek in UEFA Cup, and we'll be back next week versus Leeds. That's another important game. We have to keep the momentum. We need to win that game. Reason why? Liverpool and City plays next week. That's another game we know normally go anyway, no matter the form each team is on. So we need to do what we need to do. We need to go and beat Leeds next week. And whatever happens in the other game happens. We don't know if it's going to go in our favor or not, but we need to do our job next week against Leeds. I think the game after that is a blank week for us, so we have to go off on a winning note. So until then, thank you guys once more. Please hit the like button, share the video. We will be back here soon with a preview of the Champions League and maybe a review of this week. Let's see how the day turns out. And until then, thank you guys for joining. Have a wonderful Sunday. All the Arsenal fans, big up. Go and enjoy your win. Be humble and don't let them drown out. Because that's all I'm going to try to. They've been trying to pull us down certain road for them to say, you said this, and look here. We told you so. But they're yet to say that. They're yet to use the quote and the phrase we told you so. Every weekend, it come up and they have to swallow it back, So don't let them draw you guys out to say certain things. Our aim is top 4. We are looking good at the moment. We are top of the table. Man City is a beast of a team. The season is long. We are just continuing to play good football and win games. Coming end of the season, we will see what it's like. And if the title is there for a chance, we go for it. But at the moment, top 4 is our aim. Securely, I had us finishing 3rd or a strong 2nd, and I'm still with that. All the persons that were waiting on us to be Tottenham and Liverpool to find some form of positive feedback, you're late to the party, as we've all seen the difference in the attitude on the players from the season started. So thanks once more. Bye-bye. Enjoy your day and see you again. Peace out.